We're live.
What's up, everybody? Even though there's nobody in the chat yet.
There's no one there. We're live on Facebook twice.
What are you on?
Twitch and YouTube.
You on a group and your homepage?
My like page we're on, and my normal we're on.
I got mine set up for Rumble, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook.
See where else I can send a link to while I'm.
How many multi-streams can you do? Up to 4?
I think it's 4.
Okay.
Which is better than nothing.
Now I need to
bug these and get restream put on.
I don't really need 4, but I would like to be able to do 5, because if I could do my Facebook like page too, that's the only other one I would want to do.
See if I can get my brother to come on. Paste. I think I've sent links to everybody I possibly can. Just kneel on the floor, and then you could probably just see the top of my hair.
Well, they got a teleprompter you can do. What's up, Trevor?
Hey, Trevor, I will send you the link in a second because I have to send them. I just want to go turn that stupid heart off while I remember. There we go. Goodbye, heart.
I really wish they'd fucking just get rid of that fucking thing.
I do.
Or just move it to... If they moved it somewhere else, I wouldn't mind having it on there, but...
No, I never sent that to the wrong person. Got more than one Trevor on my Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, let me see if my... For some reason, NVIDIA broadcaster on the microphone, Zoom does not like it yet. Never works.
God, you suddenly weren't sounding funny.
What?
You sounded a bit funny.
Yeah, still sounding funny?
You are.
I sound funny?
Yes, you. Okay, I've got to do something in 45 minutes on my iPad.
How do I sound now?
It could just be me. Let me just...
Sound funny in the chat and be serious. My audio is bad.
Oh, you're back to normal now.
Sounds okay now?
Yeah. See, I thought it was just me, Cool Cat. Right, let's show you messages. There we go. Right, I'll pop up now so you can all see me. As I was kneeling on my floor. I'm trying to think of where to put everything. Hey, Cool Cabo, if you want to jump on for a little while, you still can. I think Justin's on the phone. Oh, I didn't send Donald a link. I'll put you on the panel in a second, Trevor.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. At least you managed to get on. Some people have been having issues with this one.
Oh, I'm on a desktop PC, so that may have something to do with it. And
Yeah.
most people have trouble with those mobile phone apps and things like that that don't seem to quite work yet.
Yeah, this is Streamlabs' Talk Studio.
So you've actually purchased a license for this one?
Yes, I have.
Oh, like how many streaming companies have you got licenses with at the moment?
Just this one. I cancelled Eve Mux because I was fed up with their glitches.
Yeah, so did I.
So most of us that had Eve Mux has come over to this one.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of them that are going ahead and promising the world and fairly well giving you the basic service rather than them go ahead and just give you sell the basic service to start with and iron all the bugs out of the good stuff. They just go in feet first and
And that's the thing, Trevor, is we contacted them about that Android issue through Chrome. And I explained to it in detail in multiple emails what was going on. They were like, well, we tested it and there was no problems. I was like, you can't tell me that 2 or 3 different channels tested out over 20 devices on all 3 channels that were Android and Apple. And all 3 of us were having the same issues. And you're trying to say that there's no issue.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of those things. These companies really need to expand their testing and beta testing, and with Android and obviously the Apple versions. Both of those, when they actually write an app or whatever, or actually use Chrome from within, it's been trimmed down quite considerably. So it's based on the device you're actually using. If there's just so much that gets left out of some devices, and it is a worry.
Well, that's the thing is we tried. All Apple devices worked flawlessly, whether it was tablets, phones, and we tried, some people had iPhone 12, some had 15, some had 11s,
Yep.
and and all of them had different iPads, all worked flawlessly. Now, when we did the Android, we had S20s, S22s, Tab A, the A series phones, multiple different Android devices as far as phones and tablets, all different ones. And this is the thing, in different countries as well, and still had the same problem. So it's obviously something on their end, and they're saying, oh, we tested it, it worked fine. Yeah. No, you didn't.
If you hear a crash, I've just fallen off a ladder.
What's falling off the ladder?
I said, if you hear a crash, I've fallen off the ladder.
Oh, okay. I'll dial 99 then and hold the last one.
That's the thing is we tested it so much that we narrowed it down to an Android and Chrome issue and told them in great detail, multiple emails. And then I was going to their live shows for 4 weeks in a row, questioning them in their live shows. What are you guys doing about this? And they completely would ignore my comments every time they had a live show. They would never answer. They were always answering stupid ass questions. People would be like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
really love this feature. And then they would go on 20 minutes about that stupid feature that somebody liked. Well, that's great that they like it and it works, but are you addressing the issues that's the problem? There are problems.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's one.
Hello.
That's something that, yeah, they've got to definitely start listening to the people out there, and of course those live streams, they've set people up to actually come in and actually ask those stupid questions, those questions that they can actually answer. You don't think they're going to go on a live stream and just answer any old person's question? They get questions actually entered in, but they've actually pre-prepared, and it's about a new feature or something that's been added, so that they can highlight that particular feature.
Right, and then they're only responding to positive stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. 100%. That's what they're doing.
I see that a lot.
What's up, Mark?
You're right, Justine.
And here comes Cool Cat.
Okay, so you got my email,
Can you hear
obviously.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, dear.
Indeed, you did. Cool, thank you.
So, Laura, I did that McDonald's tips thing today.
Yeah.
I bloody won a McPlant burger.
Oh, they're actually all right. I've had one of them.
It's, I mean,
I've actually had one. They taste like a normal.
well, you bloody have it then.
A McPlant burger.
Eat it, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it, Mark. Did you try it at all?
No, I haven't tried it, just out of the thought of it.
Well, don't diss it until you try it.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I mean, they're kind of all right. It's not quite as bad as you imagine it would be. Because I know what you mean. Some of the veggie burgers are shit. They really are. But McDonald's, they kind of make an effort, you know. It's tasty.
Hey, Cool Cat, I sent you the link for the Streamlabs download.
Okay. Nice. Thank you.
I don't know,
Yeah, it'll take you right to it and just click that download button for Windows. That's all you got to do. And then just when it downloads, click the file and run it.
Right. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Justin explains that like we've never used a computer before.
No, well, the thing is,
course.
I haven't used a computer that much in the last 20 years, to be honest. It's all been Apple for me. I mean, not
I
the
love
last 20 years.
Apple.
Obviously, but,
Yeah, explains that comment you just made, Mark. Apple lover.
Hey, Mark, I'll be back on iPhone next month.
Apples for simpletons, Mark.
You know what? I love Apple that much. I've got the logo on my bag.
He's got an Apple tattoo.
Like I said, apples for simpletons.
You just don't like a superior product, Justin.
Mm.
Nah, they're not a superior product. They've got worms. Like,
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, Laura.
Don't turn any of my Apple services off because I'll need them. For
No, you're a turncoat. You're on Android. You turncoated. Sorry.
I'll be back on iPhone next month.
You just want to use the Apple Music. And all
I already use the Apple Music.
You can use that without actually having an Apple device.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
you don't
my brother pays for it, not me.
Well, obviously, I can tell that you're trying to get his freebies.
okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay,
No, you're
I'll have to see if my presents have arrived.
And Mark, you're not getting your webcam back that you want.
Don't need it back. The one on the Chromebook's all right.
No, it's not. I saw the quality.
Okay, it's not fucking HD quality, but who wants to see this face in HD?
I don't want to see it low, D.
Bastard. Justin, I don't even want to see yours on 56K dial-up either, so fucking hell.
Hey, Mark.
Matter of fact, where's Rob at? He always gives Mark a good ripping.
Yeah, I know.
And Mark in the chat, how you doing?
Did you send
Okay.
Mark a link, Laura?
I just do that now. I knew that someone else I forgot.
Yeah, see,
Oh.
forgetting people.
Your mic
It's 'cause
is really loud.
What are you
Good.
doing on your computer, Trevor?
Okay, you're looking at the current weather in where I live.
Oh, okay.
That's off the weather station out the back.
That's your home weather station?
Yeah, that's the home one.
Oh,
Why
nice.
is Mark's details not coming up?
Ugh.
Here, I'll forward it to him real quick.
That is weird. I only messaged him yesterday.
He's blocked you.
Yeah, I did.
There he is.
You got him?
Yeah, I found him.
What she figures to add is probably she spelled it wrong.
No, I didn't.
He lied.
Well, what's the correct way of spelling Mark, with a C or K?
The C is the French way, the K is the English way.
The C way is everybody gives an excuse.
So your
to
brother's
Mark.
French?
No, just my mum wanted to spell it the French way.
Parlez-vous français, c'est que peu?
Yeah, I thought he was French.
Bloody frogs.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
they came out.
Hey,
Um,
no!
So you guys, you just go to a different streaming service every friggin' 10 minutes?
No, I moved over to this before Justin did. He followed.
technically, we were already using it to stream our games. When we were just doing our
I'm sorry, Justin. Do you have your glasses on right now?
No, I can put them on if you need me to do any fact checking for you.
Yeah, you need to put your glasses on and say, actually.
Actually,
Anyway, talking about France.
Actually.
Anyway, talking about France. You know why Miss Piggy can't count to 70? Because when she gets to 69, she gets a frog in the throat.
somebody told that joke a couple weeks ago. I think it was
It
Tim.
probably was Mark.
So yeah, he might have told it. I remember somebody saying that a couple weeks ago.
He repeats himself quite often.
I love telling jokes. What are you talking about?
Justin, do you know what you call a fish with 4 eyes?
What?
A fish.
Oh my god.
I'm waiting for Justin just to walk away.
How can you tell a mechanic had sex? One of his fingers is clean.
What's the difference between what do a pizza delivery man and a gynecologist have in common?
They both can't taste their whatever.
No, they both can smell it, but they can't taste it.
That's it. That's the one.
I see. Very good.
Anyway, there's always one that brings the decorum down, isn't there?
Yes,
What?
Mark. It's normally you.
Yeah, and you know what's really funny is, and you'd be real surprised about this, but most gynecologists are men, and actually a lot of girls prefer guys do it than over females. They'll ask for a guy doctor.
My wife's OBGYN.
Mark,
in the
just
day,
keep trying it.
He had his practice, and his mother worked there with him.
I'll be right back.
Uh-huh. That's a little weird. I wonder if they like give you like air freshener down there when they're done. They're like, what scent would you like? New car smell?
Oh dear. No, Mrs. Jones, it smells a bit pongy down there. Which one would you like, fresh or breeze?
Can't believe I ate the whole thing.
Someone's playing on a PlayStation.
I was just getting one to go to sleep. Can't do much these days, so we can get away with it.
Oh dear.
I've got this lovely little microphone coming. It's a USB condenser mic, omnidirectional.
What, do you know what brand it is?
Yeah, V-Top apparently. It's cheap, but it looks kind of cool.
Heard of that one. Yeah, well, I mean, USB condenser mics are almost like commonplace now. A lot of
Yeah.
people use those.
It's got a little foam thing that you stick on the end of it.
Yeah, because I mean, they're so basic and easy to set up. You don't have to have a mixer and all that crap. Like Donald's got the whole setup, like for professional type mic.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, you can get a nice USB mic, and it's perfect. It'll do perfect for streaming.
Mm.
You don't
I mean,
really.
And I've got a wireless
I mean, I've
mouse
got all
coming
that.
as well.
I mean,
I'm
for
cool.
streaming, you really, as long as the mic sounds clear and it sounds good, you don't really need to go all out and buy a fucking, $1,000 microphone and all that. I mean, I guess if you have the
Right.
money and you want to, but you don't need to.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't spend money that I don't need to.
Yeah, you're for what most people do. Even if you get like I always say, for the response that you're looking for, just talking, those cheap mics work great. This
Yeah.
mic here, you say, oh, it's a professional.
Yeah.
This is not really a This is a workhorse mic here. That's about $50 for that mic.
Well, I'm
But-
saying, I was talking about your board and all that you plug it into. Like, that's something you don't need for streaming unless you want to.
Exactly, because this mic is going out to the mixer. Now, if I want to put in other audio and stuff, and have like a soundboard going into the mixer there, and I could do that. Or if I wanted to have more than one person, that's only reason I have this mixer really is I used to do a podcast.
Right.
But then out of the mixer, it's going into the audio box, which is just a USB interface, and into the computer. So most mics nowadays, you buy them, they got the USB interface built in. You don't need it.
Right, and then most mics now too also come with a virtual mixer. Like you can adjust the gain and your volume and all that. Like they all come with programs now for them.
Now, if you're going to be out and doing videos out and about and stuff like that, and you want to catch audio out in the field, one of these, they're a little expensive,
Oh, that's nice.
but they are great for catching audio. You can throw a little wind muff on here. You can catch audio and stuff out in the field.
said
But
muff.
it also, you can put,
Muff.
it also has USB here. I could put this, it's got a quarter 20 right there. I could put this on a stand and use it as a desktop mic, and it has interface built into it.
Right.
So that I could use that if I wanted to. I wonder how that would sound.
Yeah, because I remember you saying that mic you're using is only like a little $50 mic. It's not expensive. Right?
Yeah, this is like one. This is a mic that you find for like they keep them, just tons of them on hand for
Yeah, it,
like
it does what it says on the tin.
stage and stuff like that. So they get dropped and
Right. It's a quick just change out. Boop boop. Not too expensive.
right now. This one really could use a new internal, but those guys there, those are like $500 new.
Right. It's like a Rhodes mic almost.
But
Price.
this is probably from the early 90s, and it's kind of worn.
Because that's what Matt uses. He uses a Rhodes mic, and that was about a $500-600 microphone. But he got it on Facebook Marketplace and got it for like 200 and something.
I couldn't imagine spending that much money on a mic if I didn't need it. I mean,
Well,
obviously
like My microphone's the one I bought recently. That one was 150.
Even that, too much.
But if you stay in, like, as far as USB mics go,
Mhm.
if you're looking for a good quality USB mic, usually about $60 to $150 is the range you're going to be in. If you want like one that comes with really good software, kind of a brand name like HyperX or Yeti, or even Rhodes has a cheaper one that's like around $80 to $90. Like
Well,
the
the one I use is Audio Technica with a mixer on the computer side of things.
And then even some of the real cheapy mics, like some that are 25, $30 have been decent for people. It just depends. When you're going off brand, you might get a gem, or you might get a piece of crap. You really don't know at that point. Some of them are decent enough to use, and then some of them, like the one I used, was the first mic I ever had was like a $20 mic off Amazon. It sounded like absolute garbage when I go back and watch old live streams from 2 years ago.
It's crap, but for just being out and about, this one is what, $20-$30. It's a Movo. It's a cheap ass mic, but it plugs into your phone when you're out and about. If you're talking on a desktop, though, yeah, those little Blue Yetis are brilliant.
Oh, they're really good. I got one of them when they first came out. They were really good.
Mm-hmm.
The one Blue Yeti I always hated was that ball one. That thing is so ugly.
Oh,
looking.
the great big ball. Yeah.
Yeah, I hated that one. Just the look of it. It wasn't a bad mic. It's just the look of it. It was ugly as shit.
I have misplaced something.
Now,
I don't realize I misplaced it.
I'll tell you what, Donald. These mics here. Let me turn my camera back on here in a second. I'll show you.
I got these mics. I'll let Jonathan.
Yeah, my bad.
Daniel, what's up? How's it going, man? Did you get kicked out, Mark?
My bad. I closed the wrong tab.
Why does it say double click to update? Can you guys see that where it says double click to update?
No, I can see it though.
Okay. I was wondering
Oh.
what that was.
If you
Take it
are
off.
you clicking the side? I'm going to test something a minute.
Yeah, I was just testing it. I wanted to see what it looked like when it came up. So, Donald, I bought these ones off of Amazon. They were $25, and they actually are damn good for the price. And it's just two little lapel mics, and then you plug a USB-C in the bottom of the phone.
Okay.
And you can charge your phone. It's got a USB.
Are those wireless?
Yeah. And that
Pull out
fucking
the lapel. Like, let me see the lapel mic. How they? Oh, so that's an entire capsule, so it doesn't have a wire running. Wow.
And they
How
were
much was that?
$25, and they were. I went and watched some review videos on them, and I did a couple test videos on my phone with them, and damn is the noise cancellation, and they work damn good for the price. I mean, they're obviously no DJI mic, but
right,
or
but for
Rhodes
$25
wireless mic.
I
Yeah,
mean,
and you can use both of them at once, or you can use one.
Justin, Mark sent you a screenshot of what he gets when he clicks my link.
Okay, give me a sec. Let me look.
Mark, you're on your phone, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I thought you were.
that's getting down to fisheye budget.
The link I put in the chat is the
All my
microphone I
fisheye videos
use
were done with a lob that
normally.
pulled directly into the bottom of my phone, and it was like, I think, $18.
Yeah, I actually had one of those, and I gave it to Was it Dustin? I think
Purple Panda.
it was Dustin. I gave it to.
Was it the Purple Panda brand?
I don't remember what
They
brand it was. It was some
they're
off
all kind
brand.
of. They're all kind of.
It was probably a rebranded one that was probably sold under
Yeah,
20
Purple
different
Panda.
names.
There's a million different names. Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, Laura. Let me try to come in on my phone and see what it does.
I was going to say Mark's on his phone.
Let me try to come in on mine because I think he's got Android too. So let me see.
It might be an Android issue.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
If it is, I'll try and find the sport section.
we do 15.
God, Laura Coco's been a naughty boy again.
Why was he done?
Mum and Dad's friend turned up this morning, didn't he? And I accidentally didn't close the door quick enough. So he nearly went chompy chompies.
Well, if you're in Scotland right now, you can see the Northern Lights.
Try copying the link and putting it in Google. Yeah, because I just joined. Let me just put.
It didn't say you joined.
Oh,
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. That big loop has happened.
So yeah, you try taking the link and posting it, and copy and paste it and put it into Google search engine. It should bring you right in the search bar. It actually tells you at the bottom when you click on the link that you can do that. I didn't have no problems. I came right in.
What time did Mum and Dad leave this morning, Mark?
about 10 o'clock. I mean,
Oh.
peach, everything.
That was actually the ones that I was looking at, Mark. I was looking at that set too. Here, let me show. Let's try to share screen since we haven't done
There's
that
a
yet.
button that says share.
No. Oh, it looks just like freaking Zoom.
Yeah, the only thing you can't do is share game audio through picking the game.
So this was the set I was actually looking at too. It was similar to that, but it didn't have any kind of like windscreen or dead cat or any kind of cover on the microphone. So I wasn't sure how those would do outside. So I didn't end up going with those ones.
See.
So, but yeah, I'll tell you what, the little cheapy wireless set, if you needed it for a project or something, they're not a bad way to go. I was really surprised with the audio quality.
A new Knox video came up.
Knox video.
James Lee.
Yeah, look, Trevor can come in on his phone as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there.
Did you do it through Google? Did you do it through Google?
Yeah, well, I did it through the. I'm going to get rid of that because it is actually.
Yeah, you're echoing. Here, I'll just kick you out.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay. No. All I did is I sent the link from my my browser across to my phone. How you can do share link, so it would have come up in Chrome.
Yeah, so like I said, I came right in too. So I would try just copying and pasting it into Chrome and see if that works for you, Mark.
Mine needs an iPhone though. Mark, my brother's on iPhone.
Yeah, good old iPhone.
Yeah, but you can still go to Chrome through your iPhone.
Yeah, you just download Chrome.
Well, normally what happens when you send him a link, you know, whatever app he's in, he'll try
Yeah.
to go to the browser window there. So if he just copies the link and goes
Oh,
to
and then puts it into
Safari,
Safari. Yeah, so Mark, copy the link and paste it into Safari.
I thought I could have sworn Mark had an Android, but I guess not.
Well, you were wrong, Justin.
Yeah, bad Justin.
Zip and Mark, I'll call Rob.
Oh, I'm
Go on,
scared of I'm so scared of him. Oh, yeah.
Let me go ahead and message him and let him know.
Yeah.
When Mark
You
said
let him
that
know who you like. I ain't scared of him.
Mark said you're a little bitch.
To
Come
be fair,
in
all we have to do is make sure his wheelchair runs down, take his charger away from him.
defend yourself.
He won't be able to get anywhere. Tell him that. Tell him all I have to do is wait for his battery to run down on his chair, and then we'll just take his charger away from him. We'll be able to get anywhere then.
That's evil.
That's what I did to Matt the other day when Donald was like, he's not here to defend himself. Matt responded back. It was funny as hell.
Oh, Apple plunges 3% today. Oh dear. Sorry, is there any way I can gift that voucher to you from my McDonald's app?
Nope.
What, so it's going to stay there, is it?
Yeah, the only thing you could do is when you order your McDonald's next one through the app is order it then. But I don't think I'm over until Saturday.
I know you said about not being over till Saturday.
If you send a picture of the, that little code, then Laura could use it.
No, you have to now be logged into the McDonald's app to use them.
Let's call Rob. I'm going to call him.
Yeah. Tell him he's a bitch.
Because it's linked to your name now, not your, what do you call it?
I'm pretty sure you could.
No, it's a new thing they've brought in. If you win it on the app, it's linked to your name.
Oh, I see. So Mark doesn't have the physical voucher?
No.
Ah, okay. All right.
I've got an apple pie.
Oh, yummy.
Somewhere I've got porridge.
I got raspberry pie.
Did Rob not answer you?
The computer or food?
No.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
He's not at home.
Oh, is he? Oh, he's active though. He must have went active because I called him.
Yeah, probably. He did tell me he was going to be busy today.
Well, this one expires on the 1st of the 5th. So I've only got a month to use it anyway.
Yeah. Well, if I let you know what time I'm coming on Saturday.
You cheeky bitch.
You want me to?
What do I have? Bank written across my head or something?
I'm not going to tell you what you got written across your head, but it's not bank.
Yeah, mug, more like.
Alright, that needs to go back on that shelf.
Anyway, guess what I got for dinner tonight?
What?
Leftover curry.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, but I want to spice it up a bit.
I think I've got chicken dippers.
Absolutely lovely.
Chicken dippers and freedom fries.
Freedom fries.
Yep. We don't call them French fries.
They're the freedom fries.
Just saying, look at the French's history. They've surrendered in every war they've been in.
What do you expect out of the frogs? They still haven't forgiven us for not buying their submarines.
Well, I mean, come on, you guys wanted better quality. That's why you came to us.
The missile that slammed into HMS Sheffield was French. It was an Exocet. Anyway, no hard feelings.
Yeah, Nora, I can secretly have the central heating on my dad's not here.
Not if I tell him.
Tell him all you bloody like. I'm not sitting here freezing my arse off.
You ignoring me, you midget bitch.
Anybody for some peeps?
Nah.
Do you ping pong?
That's my last packet of peeps.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I called him the C word.
Me and Mark have got a nice way of calling each other the C word.
You're a cat.
You're such a cat.
Yeah, you only did that because mother doesn't like the word, and we thought, shut up, you God.
Oh, that's what I find so funny over here, right? You can call a woman a bitch all day long and no issues. The minute you use the C word, oh, it's like you just, yeah. Over here, that word is definitely frowned upon. I don't know why. You can say every other cuss word and nobody gives a shit. The minute you say the C word, everybody loses their shit.
But you say it in Australia and they love it.
Yep. Because I call Matt it quite often.
I only
Come
started
on,
using
you
it all the
cunt,
time
let's
because
go
of
on an
Matt.
adventure.
Because Matt and Tim.
Oh, that's where my peak flow is. Put that in there. Must find my blue inhaler before tomorrow. Hey Mark, I'm going to the gym tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. He told
Yeah.
David you're seeing another bloke.
Yeah, Mark, I'm not real sure what's going on there, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
You might
'cause
have to have somebody else test it on an iPhone and see if it's just an iPhone issue.
it can't be because Mark's on here on his iPhone.
I'm
My
on
brother.
Okay,
And
yeah.
Cool Cat's on iPhone.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. I
What
would
is
just
it, an
download
iPhone 1?
Hold on, try
iPhone
rebooting the device.
Honestly, I would just download Chrome and do it through Chrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could do that as well, but rebooting it might fix the issue. Or clearing the cookies on the iPhone as well.
Then you go in my wire drawer.
Anyway, Laura, I had chicken nuggets earlier.
I've got them for dinner.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken.
And the dog thoroughly enjoyed some of them too.
Don't give the dog too much crap. Don't forget I'll be the one taking him out on Saturday.
Yeah, you can take him for a poo, thank you. It's not my fault, I can't walk very far.
Can't walk very fast either. You don't even walk, you warble.
Well, thanks, yeah. I'm having terrible palsy, thank you very much.
You
What's
don't
up,
like it.
TJ?
You don't like it when I take the piss out of the way you walk.
Yeah, well, it's not my fault.
Wasn't he just
Okay.
making fun of Rob's wheelchair?
Yep.
Yes, but disabled people can take the piss out of disabled people because we have a card.
Oh, I'm assuming you guys call us normies.
Normies.
He's like, normies aren't allowed to do that.
Yeah, only disabled people are allowed to say that. I'm disabled people.
Hey, TJ, do you want a link? Let's see if you can actually get on today. You couldn't get on the other day.
And I'm extra disabled because I was a preemie.
Preemie reject.
That doesn't make you extra disabled.
Makes me extra special.
There's been
I
plenty
was-
of
I
people
was-
that pretty much
I was
are.
a preemie as well.
How far preemie were you?
About 3 months.
Oh, gee, yeah, that's pretty
I
good.
don't know. I'm working out for Mark.
I don't know. It
But
was
But that
3
was
months.
3 months.
But it wasn't 3 months. It was really. My brother and I died like 3 times on the way to the Springfield hospital because
Oh, shit.
they had to rush us from our local hospital to another hospital. We were so
Oh,
little,
wow.
and then we were in the hospital for several.
Are you guys twins or
Uh-huh.
just? Oh, I didn't know
And
you had a
I was
twin.
born breech, so I'm even extra special.
Are you guys identical?
Hold on, so
Yep.
breach is where the waters go before, isn't it?
Hold
No,
on. So there's 2 of you running around.
Breech means
Oh.
feet first.
Feet first, that's the one.
Oh, God.
So there's
Oh,
2.
no,
Oh, for fuck's
No,
sake!
there's
2
there's
Donalds.
only one of me.
No.
There's one of me and one of my brother.
Does he sound like you?
Yeah, we're identical twins.
No,
My
from
son
our
sounds like me,
perspective,
though.
from our perspective, it's like no, there's 2 of you.
Yeah.
That's just terrible.
Hold on just a second.
I had no idea you were a twin. It's the first time
Hold
I
on.
ever heard you say that.
Hold on just a second. Yeah, he just called you an asshole.
Yeah, I've never heard you say that before. I didn't know you were a twin.
Sure. Well, you haven't paid attention. I've even showed pictures of us when we were little.
Never
You
seen
were
it.
little?
I just happened to not be there then when you talked about it. I would have remembered if you
Either
said
you
that.
were or you weren't paying attention.
Well, it depends on whose show he was on. I don't catch all of Bill's shows,
Here,
so
let me.
I might have not have seen it.
I decided to ignore it.
Because honestly, Donald just like what in the last few months started coming on Paul's and all that.
The world isn't ready. You're right, Jonathan. The world isn't ready.
It seems like I've been coming on here forever, though.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
you've been quite regular lately. Yeah.
Alright,
You must be
see.
enjoying him, though, Donald. You must be enjoying him.
Hold on. He's calling Justin an asshole. He's definitely your twin.
Oh, I can see the bottom of this box.
You mean to say you haven't got it all sorted out yet?
There,
No.
Oh, I've seen this picture, but you guys don't really look like twins in that.
Really? Which one's which?
Okay, whoever's in the, I'm assuming you're in the white shirt, right?
I have no idea.
Because the white shirt, the kid in the white shirt looks to me, just from this picture, looks slightly younger than the other one. Now, do you have?
That's
do you
because
have
he's not
a,
wearing shoes.
You don't have a newer picture with you two?
He's standing.
Like
The one in he's barefoot, so he's a little bit shorter than the one in shoes, and he's also standing a little bit further away from the camera.
Okay.
But stop sharing. I'll look and see here what I got.
Jonathan said no, he's the other one.
I actually saw that picture before on Bill's channel, but you were talking about something else. It wasn't about being a twin. You were, I think you were talking. What the fuck were you talking about? I think you guys were just showing old pictures and you brought that up. I remember seeing that picture before.
How'd this one?
Yeah, I can see it there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for
Let's
sure.
see here.
Oh yeah, there I can see it. 100%.
Yeah.
That was me when I
Yeah.
had topped 200 pounds.
Yeah, you can definitely see it there without the sunglasses on. Okay.
I was. There it is. Stop sharing.
Mark said Photoshop.
Photoshop.
I mean, with the Donald's experience, I mean, could you really trust one of his pictures? He would be able to figure out. He would know how to do that.
All right, that's the broken Xbox.
But yeah,
controller.
that was a good picture though. That one you could definitely tell.
That's a broken Xbox controller.
2 broken Xbox controllers. What did you
Yeah,
do to it?
one's fixable. I just need to take it in to be fixed. The other one we got off a second-hand market, and it was already broken.
Right.
It's right. I broke mine just dropping on the floor.
Oh no, this one's it's R2 buttons broken, or R1 button, one of the two.
Mine is what mine keeps doing is just charging up, and then all of a sudden it will just say it's going dead, and then it will say like, "Would you want to share a screenshot on Xbox?" Blah blah blah, and it will keep going round and round in circles, doing that on its own. So I've got to get another one.
Now on the top of your screen, Lord, does it tell you how many people? Does it break it down for each platform? How many people?
No, it just says 10.
Okay.
I wish it would break it down, or you could put that thing on the screen at the top.
How do you add that shit in there, like the overlays?
Oh well, these. If you go into where is it? So just apps. It's the widget one.
Apps. Oh, I don't see that on my thing.
Yeah, you won't until you're on your side. Who's sharing
Okay.
screen here?
So he's definitely the cooler hip brother with the earrings and the
Yeah, he
spiked
got
hair.
earring. Yeah. And sometimes he shaves his head.
Oh, learned something new today.
Yeah.
So, who's the brainy one out of you two?
Do what?
Who's the
Who's
pretty
the
one
brain-
out of you two?
Who's,
No,
who's the brainy one out of the two of you?
like who's the smarter one? That's what he's
Yeah.
saying.
Oh, I don't know.
Was he into books and all that like you were? Or,
Mhm.
I mean, did you guys have like similarities, or were you guys completely different in your personalities of what you liked? Because some twins are like almost as identical, like as far as what they like and stuff.
Sorry, what? Don's a twin, do you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's been cases where they've actually found twins that didn't know about each other and were into the same, like had their wives had the same names, like everything they did in their life was almost identical. Like they almost took the same life path. And then later on in life, they found out that they had a twin. And yeah, there's some crazy stories about that.
Yeah, I know
Or
that
they're-
we both occasionally drink water. With some other similarities.
I
I'm pretty sure
drink water
I'm pretty
too.
sure we both watched the season finale of Lost when it
Oh, for fuck's
aired
sake.
live. I think we both watched that.
I remember the show Lost. That was a weird but interesting show.
It was one of those. Yeah, it was a waste of time.
Because it got at the very beginning, it was like they were just lost on an island, but then it went real science fiction-y in like the middle of the show.
Uh-huh. And then it was like, okay, we're gonna keep on.
Like
We're not gonna answer any mysteries. We'll just keep adding other mysteries, so you just keep watching.
yeah, it was like when they found the bunker. I think is when it started going like off the rails with all the mysteries. When they found that bunker. Yeah, but it did keep me hooked though, because it's like, what the fuck is going on here? And then you watch the next episode, but yeah, like you said, it never really explains anything.
Mm-mm.
Cool cat, you're breaking up, man.
He's breaking up. He's
Oh,
breaking
it
up.
was
I
almost
do.
as if a bunch of film students were
NTM, it's a twister.
Do what, Cool Cat?
It was as if a bunch of film students were experimenting with Lost.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, it's hard to explain. It was just weird. Oh, and then he lost.
And we lost him.
Well, I'm gonna lose another one now because I'm gonna go watch TV.
Thank God.
Thank
Oh,
God
fuck
you're
you,
going.
Justin.
Watch Rob pop in right after he leaves.
Fuck you're going.
Fucking love you.
Later, man.
See you later.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, because it's working for everybody else.
See, because when I went into, so here, let me share the screen. When I went in there, it showed me this, but then when you scroll down, it said you could copy the link and drop it into Google. So that's what I did instead of logging in. So maybe try setting up a Streamlabs account and then try logging in and see what it does if you want to keep trying. I don't know. You're having some weird glitch that nobody else seemed to have, so I don't know.
Yeah, strange one.
But you can set up a free Streamlabs account and then try doing the login on it. See if it brings you in.
I have no idea what's going on with my hair. Oh, look, now Donald's got all the writing over his face.
I don't care.
There we go. No, you haven't.
Has writing over his face. What?
Yeah, the chat was there. I've just swapped him.
Oh, you have the chat box there. Okay.
Oh, look, we can be bigger than the others.
And now I wonder if I can swap them. Yeah, I can swap them. I never really liked any of those weird layouts they give you. It's just this one I like, the standard one.
If I'm gaming, then I'm more likely probably going to use that one.
Yeah, that one I don't mind because if you're
That's
doing
all right.
something,
That's all right for gaming.
if you're displaying something, then that one works
Yeah.
really good.
Okay,
Oh.
cool, cat. That's my air conditioning unit for the summer.
It's a fan. Let's call it what it is. Don't make it all fancy. It's like, but I put an ice cube behind it.
Actually, I fill up a water bottle, freeze it, and then put that behind it.
Yeah, but you guys got yourself air conditioner now, don't you? Actual AC.
Yeah, it's more of a it's a dehumidifier that works as a.
Does it help though?
And yeah, I know. My
Probably-
room, this room's the coldest anyway, so.
It probably would if you blocked off one room and you guys hung out in one room.
No. Oh, I wish I was in Scotland right now.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Cool Cat kind of made a good point there. He said
Well-
it was like they were spamming cliffhangers. If they figured out what a cliffhanger was and they decided to keep using them. Now, is there a way to adjust the comments so they don't cover us up?
Hold on. Leave that one up a minute. Let's see if there is.
There's got to be a way of adjusting that.
Design. Right, it's not in that section. Styles.
Oh, Mark finally figured out how to get on. What's up, Mark?
Yeah,
There's his bald head.
it was.
Oh no, we've got a big loop.
Let me turn.
Yeah, he figured it out.
Yeah, it was such a ridiculous thing, and yet so simple.
Ridiculous but simple.
Yeah, it said, "Put your name in before you can join."
Yeah.
Don't say it. I know I'm ridiculous and simple.
Wasn't
Yeah,
going
that's
to
right.
say anything.
Huh.
Of course we're not going to say anything. But
I know I'm ridiculous and simple. You
I don't see it in the settings either.
Right at the top, underneath, make sure that your speaker's enabled. There's a box for you to put your name in.
Okay. Okay, so that looks better. So just make sure we turn that box off. Make it transparent.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then it won't cover up the bottom. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to have to remember that.
It'll just go across our names instead.
Okay.
All right, let's get the chat up.
That looks
Now
better.
you can see how I have to read things. Can you turn the camera off?
Yeah, it definitely looks better that way.
Yeah, you just press the stop camera button.
Mute. Stop.
Let me see
There
if
you
I
go.
can turn your
Right, that's okay.
Let's see what kind of controls. Okay, we can turn their camera, mic off, and kick them. Okay.
Yeah, we could shut them up by turning the mics off.
Okay.
oh, don't be
Let's
like
see.
that.
No, I was just. Oh, and we can control their volumes too, which is good.
Yeah, you can turn them up and down.
Oh no, that means we can turn Don down.
Oh, I wouldn't do that to Donald.
Of
Keep
course you
talking,
would.
Laura.
No.
Keep.
Well, you're turning my mic down.
I know I'm adjusting it because you're kind of loud. No, that actually sounds better right there.
I've got it on auto on my
Yeah,
side.
but when you're talking and it's turned all the way up, it's almost like you're getting a little crackly because you're so loud. But when I turned it down to about right there, you sound nice and smooth now.
Does Paul Wedgenbig use Streamlabs then?
No,
he- he's using EV Mux too.
Yeah.
We've
But
all moved away from it.
Because he has the same problems.
Yep,
When when he's panel top, they're all at different volumes.
and not
Did
to
you guys
mention,
see he got his 107?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he passed
Yeah,
it.
he
He
took
told me
it
before he
on
posted
yesterday,
it.
didn't he, or something?
Yep, he told me yesterday too.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
forgot he was
85.
going for that. Yeah, you only have to get a 75 to pass, right?
Yeah, and he got an 85.
He got an 85. Exact same score I got when I took mine. I was like, I think that's what I got. I had to come look it up, and
I mean, 75 isn't bad.
I tell you,
Oh, it's a 70 to pass. Okay, I knew it was a little low. That's not bad though. It's like a C average in school. So that means Donald was a B student. No,
I was worse than a B student.
I'm saying on the test you would have been a
Yeah.
B, around
Yeah.
a B.
Yeah.
Yes, our equal test here. There's 100 questions, and I got 98%.
My motto, Justin, was that diploma started with a D.
That's a good point, though. You ain't lying about that. Yeah.
You know what you call somebody who graduates at the bottom of their medical class?
What?
Doctor.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, that's a lot of schooling to be a doctor. Fuck. Talking about 4 to 6 years of med school, and then like where Sarah works at, after they leave med school, they come there and do a 3-year residency. And then they have another year, it's called a transition year, where they transition from resident to a full-fledged doctor. So you're talking about what's about 10 years of schooling before you actually have the full-fledged doctor where you can say you're 100% a doctor. That's crazy. Think about it. Most jobs is what, 20, 25 years for retirement. So you done spent half your damn career just training to work, that's crazy.
Yeah, but
That's why
after school, they're still getting paid pretty good for that last.
Oh yeah, for sure.
you gotta
Doctors,
remember, they make a fortune, doctors.
well, doctors in the U.S. easily can make 6 figures a year.
I've emptied the box.
Oh no. We'll have to find another one for her.
I scored high in a national quiz for curling, I'm assuming.
Carling.
Carling, what is that?
I have no idea. Oh yeah, dude, it's alcohol carling. It's a. Well, I don't know if he's on about that.
Oh, he got second place in drinking.
Yeah, Carling's a beer. Yeah, no, I thought I was right.
Oh, he won 50,000 air miles. Flew all over the place. Paid for hotel accommodations too.
David, I can hear that you're listening. Could you come and help move this box?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what that was, Cool Cat. I thought you meant curling. I thought you were talking about curling.
You mean to say that thing that's done with brooms?
Yeah. I like when they made fun of that Family Guy with Consuela. She's like, no.
David, I can hear my own voice in the living room.
Yes. Look, if they want to sweep that much, I can surely leave them my place to actually for them to sweep everything up for me and clean up. They don't need to go and play on ice.
Yeah, I always wondered who came up with that.
Yeah.
Oh, there was the national quiz promotion where you buy a beer and get a special point to put in a machine to play a quiz. I kept playing for about an hour once and got placed first. Oh, cool. So you were like an honor roll student, Donald? I would have assumed that you would definitely have been an honor roll student.
Me?
Yeah.
No, when in high school I did not. When I went back to school as an adult, it was all A's and B's. But when I
Oh,
was a
when you
kid,
went and got your degree?
yeah, when I was a kid, school I could not stand school. School was stupid. Why could they not just let me take a test? Why did I have to do homework? I didn't understand. I still think homework is a horrible thing to grade on. It's a way of just sure. Let me learn the material. You test me on it. If I know it, I pass. Why do I have to do your busy work? for the grade if I learn it. The object is to learn. So why do you get graded on the process of learning instead of actually learning?
Hi, XYZ.
Actually, a lot of schools now are actually starting to do where they're not really giving a lot of homework out anymore.
Yeah. And where you can
Because
test through.
they found that it actually is not helpful because you're burning the kids for 6-8 hours at school, and then you're sending them home, and they found that it actually kids are getting more burnt out mentally from having all that work to do, that they're really not retaining anything.
Mm.
Because they get better when you give them a short burst of knowledge and then you give them a break.
Yep. No more than 20 minutes long. The training course that I did a couple of years back, I've actually got my certification, Cert 4 in training and assess. So I can actually teach. Don't ask me why.
But some of the countries around the world that have I guess considered some of the best schools, they've actually stopped doing homework and they've cut down the amount of hours at school per day, and supposedly it works better.
Now, once you start trying to teach somebody something and they're fatigued in any way, shape, or form, their retention level just drops through the floor.
Yeah.
So therefore, if you're sending them home with homework, they've already been up for a good 8 hours beforehand. So technically speaking, they're getting into those fatigue times. So they're not learning anything.
Right. They were actually talking, what was it, about a year or two ago, they were actually talking about going to 4-day weeks at school, but they never went through, nothing ever came of it. And now they're talking about taking the work week down to 32 hours a week now instead of 40 in the U.S.
Yeah. Well, that's running it's being talked about quite significantly here in Australia. The cutting back of the work week, but
that's great. If they start saying that 32 hours is a full-time work week, Walmart will start giving their employees 10 hours a week.
Yeah, because they're not going to want to pay that 8 hours of overtime every week. And they need people. And that's the thing, is Walmart will hire you part-time, but they will give you right under 40 hours.
Mm-hmm.
They just give you just enough to where they can keep you part-time, but then they don't have to give you a full-time position. So they'll give you like 36, 38 hours. And so some weeks you'll get 40 hours, but then, I think, what is it? If you work 40 hours for 12 weeks straight, they have to give you a full-time position by law, I think it is.
I think so.
But in some point within those weeks, they'll cut you back just 1 or 2 hours, enough to keep you from being able to get that.
Yeah. No, but cutting the school week back, I think they would run into a problem because at the moment they've only just got enough time that they've got the kids for years wise to actually give them everything that they need. So you cut the week back. What subject do you actually cut that you're not going to teach them?
Well, that's one thing I think they really need to do with revamping the school system, is they got to figure out what's actually useful for the kids and what's not, because there's some stuff that you'll never end up using out of school. Or they take these classes, they spend all this time taking the classes, and once they're out of school, they don't retain any of it.
Yeah.
It's called being well-rounded, Justin.
Well, I'm just saying, like, a lot of foreign language classes kids take in high school, most of them don't remember any of it when they get out. But then they end up spending a year or two in some foreign language class. And I don't know.
Hey, Rigger.
Yeah, they've just.
But learning another language teaches your brain how. Learning a different language has been shown because your brain has to think in a different way when you think in a different language, and it improves your thinking.
Well, I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing. I was just kind of using it as an example. Like there are some classes that they teach that a lot of kids don't end up using out of school.
Well,
It's not
right.
really
A lot of
common.
kids don't end up using, but that's what school is for, is to give you a well-rounded education so that you can then find out. Because if you don't expose them to it, how do they know that they would end up liking it?
That's true.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll get to the point to where technology gets so advanced to the point where like school's not going to really ever be a necessity again? Like to the point like, you know how they want to do like chip implants and shit like that, where if you say you wanted to learn everything about physics, you could just go to the computer and be like, I want to know
like
all
the
the
Matrix?
knowledge. Well, I mean,
Like the
similar,
Matrix?
yeah.
You already have it in your pocket.
Oh, true. Yeah, with your phone.
Donald, on the language subject, you know, learning a language helps you and that. Is
Yep.
that why you guys learn gibberish?
What's up, Burger? There we go. Go ahead, get him, Donald.
Donald's just
He's coming up. The response.
He's working on it.
No, I'm not.
Yes, because here's a cold
I'm
service.
editing.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
he's
can
editing
see
his
smoke.
response.
I like this one down there.
You don't have time for that nonsense.
I don't want that lot. That's why it's still in the box. Who keeps breathing down their mic?
That would be Justin.
Is it that Justin again that keeps breathing down his mic?
This is why people come to see Justin. It's not for his talking, it's for his breathing. Get it, Justin. Breathe a little heavier.
Have you noticed though, I mentioned it and the mic got muted?
He's vaping.
Oh, I muted my mic.
Oh, I don't see them anymore. Don't throw them at me.
Yeah, we just bin all the stuff.
This guy that he wants me to make a spot that looks like the spot that he had last year that somebody else edited. They had footage of this RV dealership and the lot and stuff. I don't have that footage. So it's like, okay, I just need to some still frames of their lot. And the last year had video. It's like, yeah, you want to pay me to drive 2 hours and shoot video? Well, no, that seems expensive. Yes.
Minor problem. There is ways around it these days.
And it's not really that expensive. He would get me, I would drive there and shoot for a couple hours, get all kinds of shots. I'd probably even put the drone up, get drone shots as a lot, have footage for the rest of the year, and it would only cost me like $800.
But you could go and I'm just trying to think. The Google Maps that they actually had I'm just trying to think the name of the application.
The Street View.
No, they've actually got a
Google Earth.
Yeah, Google Earth's got an extension on it, which actually allows you to set up a series of camera views and literally do a fly around an aerial view, and it really looks good. It's actually used by our TV stations here, here to fake the fact that they haven't got any footage.
Well, let me open up Google Earth and take a look.
If you put all the prints back in here and put it in the shed.
We are going to go to
All the prints there.
Google Pro too. I think it's called Pro Earth or not.
It keeps leaving.
Hi, Trevor. Bye,
Yeah.
Trevor. Bye, Trevor.
I've got a small issue with my internet, but they should have it shortly. They've obviously, I was partly warned that there may be outages, and outages between 1 and 5 a.m. for about 4 days this week, whilst they're actually doing some servicing work.
David.
But none of those outages would be any more than 30 seconds.
No, that's not going to work.
And strangely enough, today seems to be the day those outages have started appearing.
Did you put dinner on?
Apple PC, blah blah blah. Nobody appreciates good wang anymore.
Not in 1 minute once it's done. I'm hungry.
What time we on?
The hell's wang?
4:30.
Hey, Google, set an alarm for 5 o'clock.
All right, your alarm set for 5 p.m.
That's when dinner's going.
Oh,
Yep. Google Street View, it will not give me what I need.
no, it's not Street View.
Or not Google Street View, but the Google Earth. It will not. They don't have high enough resolution. This is a little place out in the middle of Oklahoma.
Oh, so you haven't got it. And you mean to say we've actually got more high resolution satellite imagery, oblique aerial photography of Port Lincoln than what you've actually got in the US?
Well, unless it's called something else. Maybe it's a different. He said it's an extension on Google, so you'd probably have to go to the Google extension and add that.
Yeah, I know. I actually played with it, but unfortunately, I'm not on the machine that I was actually playing with it on. Because
Actually, even still, this is still a moot point because in order to get this footage, it's going to take me a lot of time and messing around with Google to do a workaround, and that would still cost him more money because
okay.
you know what I mean. If I have to spend 3 hours using Google and trying to fake footage, I'm still going to be charging them.
Yeah. No, I said it seems to be a quick fix that the TV stations here use. We find
that as a challenge, Cool Cat.
And this place also has power lines running right past the front of it. And you'd have to really be able to fly it. I don't see how you could fake it.
No, Kike, you're just not imaginative enough. It's easy to fake anything. Look, they faked the whole moon landing years ago, and the technology's come a long way since then.
He took his headphones off.
No, I'm actually trying to solve a problem here, and being told that it's easy is kind of irritating.
Do you know the name of the extension, Trevor?
No, unfortunately, I don't. It was at least 6 months ago that I actually used it, and I only brought it in and registered up so that I could actually have a trial of it. That try to look at a few bits and pieces, but it allows you to get into really good detail and around, and you can set your point of interest and things like that, and it will actually create up a video of those two of your
studio
flight path.
There's Earth View from Google Earth. There's an extension. Google Search Maps button. Maps Platform API Checker.
Yeah. Okay. See, well, everything I'm looking at is showing like cities where it's creating new 3D geometry and stuff, and people doing fly-throughs of big areas. I'm looking at a small half a block area with RVs on the lot. I don't think it's going to work.
Oh, there's actually an extension
Mark,
that.
I did look at Google Street View, and Google Street View, unfortunately, from the street, it's got power lines and great big my brain is fried right now. Big canisters on top of the pole, not power inverters, power
Yeah, transformers.
transformers. Gosh, I cannot think of transformer. I was thinking inverter. I was everywhere around it. My brain is fried right now. Yeah, it's got big transformers in the middle of the shot on Street View, so that doesn't work.
Yeah, but
But
that's
thank
going
you,
to be
thank
on
you for the
every shot.
suggestion. Yeah,
That's going to be in every shot, though, if they are actually there.
if I'm actually there, I can put the drone up right on the just on the other side of the lines, power lines, and get the RV lot, and get the footage
I
of
have
the
no
RVs on the
idea,
lot.
Mark. Why can I only hear Justin?
I have
no
no
idea.
idea
Weird.
either.
There are times when I can only hear Justin, but then if I go off it and come back on it again, you know, like just change screens and go to YouTube and then come back
No
in
idea.
again, it writes itself again. Weird.
I'll see if I can put a sport ticket in.
He's having all kinds of weird glitches that none of us have had. Is anybody else having that that's watching YouTube? Cool Cat said Don needs a nice cup of tea and a break.
Yeah, I need to do a walk around the block.
Cool
Can't
Cat
you
said
walk
Mark,
it?
you boo.
Wouldn't you be able to use Street View because you can change the position that you're looking from? Would you not be able to do the same thing virtually?
Cool Cat said Mark, you boomer.
Well, the power lines, everything are running right along the highway where the Street View would be at. So every single shot on the highway would be looking past these power lines and stuff and everything in the way, looking over a fence because it's a fenced. So no,
can always
the
get
shot
rid of the
the shot I would need is on the lot with the drone above the RVs. I can't get that shot because there's things in the way. That it doesn't
You
work.
can get rid of
What?
the power lines in editing, though.
All right,
Yeah, I know.
it's simple.
It's not that. I mean, I know
What
Paul
software are you
Hodges does
talking
that.
about, Cool Cat?
Paul Hodges gets rid of the power lines and stuff when he does his estate stuff. But
What
just a shame.
software?
It's just a shame, Don, that you
Sorry about
don't
this
have somebody
software when
closer.
Jake tried to come in. Did he really leave?
What the hell was that?
it's back now.
I
fuck
don't
happened
know.
there?
We all went off the screen.
Everything went off. Yeah.
It was weird. Did you press something?
No. I'm still alive.
When it does
Just
that, I'm not sure
might
whether
be-
it works again.
It might be an idea to check to make sure you're still going out on YouTube then.
Yeah, no, we are.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
still says live at the top.
I'm still watching it on YouTube on the telly.
Yeah, I've still got it up as well. That was a weird one.
Yeah.
All I did was stick my face over the top of you, Justin.
Oh, that's what caused it.
Weird. I thought you were playing with stuff.
That's all right, Mudbull. You go and take a rest.
Now, what? In a sense, he needs somebody who owns a drone with a Part 107 who's just around the corner that can take a little bit of footage for him and send it through.
Who?
Mudbull.
Donald
Yeah.
is 107.
You
Yeah,
know,
but-
someone who's near the site it needs to be from.
Yeah. Yeah, rather
Yeah,
than costing an arm and a leg to travel there.
Yeah, but using somebody else's footage, I don't think would suit Don's way of doing things. He'd want the shots that he sees, not that somebody else sees, I think.
Well, all he's got to do is, like a good director, specify exactly what he wants, right down to the key. But oh well, I know where he's coming from.
But then again, if the guy wanted it bad enough, he'd pay for it, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I haven't had any issues with it, Cool Cat.
You've not gone
But you can
live
al-
with it yet.
But you can also go live from Streamlabs itself
Which,
too. You know,
yeah, it's the one I've got to try and work out. Just this is quick and simple if you want to just quickly go live.
Simple.
I just don't know where you get the link in Streamlabs. That's what I was trying to find earlier.
I know where it is.
Where's it at?
Not that we're telling you.
Laura thinks she knows. We'll
No,
find
it's
out.
in the. You've got to add your collab cams into the stream, and it's in the collab cam.
Right.
Right, let's swap the mics around a minute. Not mics, cameras.
Oh no.
I'm sat down.
So you got everything sorted out there?
I'm taking a break a minute. Yeah, where is it? Oh, let me load my stream thing up. Streamlabs. Cool Cat, don't pour him a cup of tea.
A Streamlabs only got a web-based. It's not got an app.
It's got an app as well, but that's when we use the Streamlabs actual software.
Yeah.
David, I've only just sat down. Come on, Streamlabs, load. Let's leave that to load in the background. Then I can show Justin what he needs to do.
I've already figured it out.
Are you sure you figured it out?
Yeah.
David, make me. I need to move this calendar. It's in the way.
What do you need such a big calendar for?
Well, I put my stuff on it, David's stuff, and all the birthdays. And I only got it because it's a Stitch calendar.
Right. Now, just the reason I ask that is most people these days actually put all that stuff in electronically.
Why is my chat widget now only showing Facebook messages?
Yep. My calendar's on my phone. In fact, there's about 6 calendars on it.
Yeah. because that way I can actually view it from anywhere, edit it from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice, Cool Cat.
There you go. Now it's brought all the chat back up.
In fact, the nice thing is when I go to the doctors or the chiropodist or wherever and they give me a new appointment, I just speak to the phone and tell it to put the appointment in the calendar, and it does it.
This is more so I can remember when the birthdays are.
Well, that's why the calendars on phones have got notifications.
Mm.
Yeah, I ignore them. They need some decent backgrounds on there.
I mean, it really don't matter anyway because you can't see them when you got a full panel anyway. I mean, you can see the outline of it, but
Do you like being big, Justin?
she said.
What you've left, Laura, only small.
I want to stay small.
But now you're
It's
behind
like her channel.
the corner thumbnail. Or watermark.
Is this how Shelby Vole gets his guests in all sorts of different parts of the screen?
Oh.
Oh dear.
What are we going to do with you, Justin?
The hell did? Oh, for fuck's sake! I was looking down. I was looking for something, and I looked up.
Or is his name really Justina?
Only on the weekends.
Or her name? I guess. Don't know.
It's Justine all week and Bertha at weekends.
Uh-huh. Where did that come from?
Oh, well.
That's a crappy air horn. It should be the one that Matt and everybody uses.
Oh, you want the one our tram uses to get cars out of its way? That's loud. I must record that sometime.
Now that's an interesting thing. I just took one ear of my headphones off because I thought that the sound was coming from somewhere strange, and
Yeah.
the sound for your sound effects actually comes out through my PC speakers. Yet I'm actually listening to you on the headset and talking to you on the headset.
That's strange.
That's why you're actually seeing me light up whenever there's a sound effect go through.
It is doing some weird things. Not quite as weird as what Don managed to do earlier, though. And put his headphones on while he still had his earbud in his ear, so we heard everything that was going through his earbud.
Oh, that's because he was wearing two different sets of headphones, so he wasn't listening.
Yeah,
he does that sometimes. He'll have his earbuds in, then he'll put his big headphones over top of it. And then he doesn't realize that he's sharing audio or something.
Now,
Oh,
obviously, because my audio for not only this app or for this web-based one, but for everything is set to come through the headset at the moment. So yeah, strange that it be able to override that and come out through my speakers. Something I think they may have boo-booed with.
Mm.
I wonder, Justin, turn your camera off a minute. Let's see if. Oh, I can.
What's
You
that?
could turn the person's camera back on.
Oh, don't say that. 'Cause, the minute fucking 10, the minute Tim does that bullshit, we're turning it back on.
Oh dear.
Oh my god. You've turned your camera off for a reason.
Now try to unmute me.
Yeah, can I mute you too?
But what's great is I have this.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get something to go over my camera when I'm not at the. Can't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, the camera that Dre gave me, it's got the built-in lens cover. You just press the little slide button and it brings out a little lens cover.
David, I need you to print me a lens cover.
Actually, that's in a sense invasion of privacy.
It is because all the other ones don't let you do that unless you. Now, if I turn your camera off on like Zoom or something, I can turn it back on. But if you turn it off, it will say I don't have permission to turn it back on.
Yeah, because if I turn my camera off, it's off for a reason.
I turned mine off for a reason.
Yeah, going. Damn
it!
I'm really gonna have to find something now that I can put over my camera when I walk away.
Oh, that's what I said. That's perfect because the one that I have, it has the little built-in lens cover that comes out and it goes choop and closes up.
Yeah,
Sure.
The two that are built into my monitors have both got little slides that you can move across.
Neither of my cameras got anything on them. Well, they will do soon. Yeah, I am actually going to report it when I can actually find a report button.
Because that is a definite worry. It could be classified as invasion of privacy, especially if somebody only comes in voice. And they haven't chosen to give you the camera for a reason.
Yeah, see, on mine, I can just slide that little slider at the top.
Yeah.
And then it closes it up.
Like the girlfriend's walking across behind you naked.
No, I mean, seriously, that could be a thing. I don't want to see Tim Dick flashing me.
Well, that's the point. At the moment, I've got a top on. I won't say what's below.
Oh, there's no.
How far are you?
So therefore, if I got up to walk away from the table to go grab something and come back,
there we go.
and you turn the camera back on, something inappropriate could go to air.
How far behind are you in the chat? Still, I'm about there like an hour ago. Laura, you might have to switch the color of your font. Something brighter.
Yeah.
I don't know how far we're behind on YouTube now.
Like I said, it has to do with the style in which they are cut. Freedom Fries is more on it. There's fries like what? Minutes ago, at least.
Yeah, something like that.
I can hear YouTube. Somebody's playing YouTube.
Not me.
No,
It was me.
Got nothing YouTube here.
It was me. I was just seeing how far YouTube was behind us. It's about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
No, I was saying Rigger. I wonder if he's way behind. Like if he needs to slide his bar over, or if he's.
Mm.
Because we hadn't
Hey,
talked
Google,
about French
stop.
fries in a while. That was at the beginning of the show.
Oh, shut up, alarm.
It's just a joke, Rigger.
Yeah, we've been saying it for ages.
Watch it, Birdman.
I know it's a French cut, but we were just joking around.
Right, so what's it? Isn't it the French?
I think it's a French
Motto.
cut.
It's the motto: Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité. I think it is.
Isn't it because it's the way the French fries cut, right?
Freedom, equality, and brotherhood, or something.
All right, that's the report gone into Streamlabs. Oh, I needed to add the other issues people have been having. I'll send them another one shortly.
Here, I'll just slide my bar. I'm gone. Now, I wonder if I like half open it, does it see me? No?
No, you have to
Yeah.
open it fully.
So, no, it doesn't have to be fully open, but it has to be like 75% open. See, yeah, so when I close it about halfway, it cuts the camera off. It actually turns the light off on the camera, too.
Oh, that's good.
So not only does it cover it, it actually cuts the camera off when you close it.
Yeah, but can Laura now turn it back on?
No,
No,
because
it's cover over the top.
yeah, it's that lens cover I was showing
the
you on
lens
my
cover,
camera.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it actually, like I said, it's not just there, but it actually will cut the camera off. The little
It
light
works
on
as-
the front.
Works as an on-off switch.
Yeah.
I hope Tim's not watching.
I
You
know,
go-
because I'm going to so turn his camera on the minute he shuts it off.
Don't you go live tomorrow?
Yeah.
What are we?
So see if you can switch mine on.
Tuesday. It's 3
Yeah, why
o'clock.
not, Cool Cat?
3 o'clock Friday morning. Tim will be just about getting ready to get up.
Nah.
See you, Rigger.
He won't be up for a little while yet.
Yeah, I got my world clock 3:03. He usually gets up around 4.
Yeah.
Well, if he's going to work at 5, he might actually be up right now. He
Yeah.
usually gets up a couple hours before he leaves.
Right, I'll just close that off for a minute.
It's 10 a.m. in Los Angeles, 12:03 in South Dakota, 11:03 in Utah, and in London it's 5:03 p.m.
Uh-huh.
And what I like too on the world clock is it tells you the time, but it actually tells you how many hours ahead they are too. So I have like everybody that I know.
And
Do what?
in Iceland, it's 4:03, and in the Netherlands, it's 6:03.
Where are you, Trevor?
In South Australia. Now, normally,
What's the
normally
city, though?
Queensland would be actually in front of us, or kind of so they'd actually get their that'd be half an hour difference. But at
That's
the
no
moment
world
he doesn't have daylight savings, and we have daylight savings, so it's
Right. You're a half hour difference.
So
Yeah,
you're
up-
not the same time zone as Dominic.
No, he's a half hour
No.
ahead of Tim.
So you're halfway between Dominic and Tim, kind of.
No, I'm actually. If you draw Australia, you've got Dominic. He's right down in the bottom of the easternmost part.
Yeah.
Tim's at the top of the most eastern part, and I'm
All right.
I'm in the bottom center.
I thought Tim was Brisbane, somewhere near Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, well, fairly well.
Yeah,
up
he's
the top.
about an hour and a half from that. But they're both in Queensland. Where does what state is Dominic in?
He's in Victoria.
Victoria. Okay. I'm gonna add him too. I add everybody.
He's in Melbourne.
Melbourne, Victoria, yeah.
Everybody that, like, if I know somebody from a time zone, I add it to the world clock, so I have all the different times. So now I got Victoria, South Australia, and Queensland. Got all 4 time zones in the U.S.
So where's Queensland then? Is that southwest or northwest?
No,
northeast?
no. If you if you have a look at Australia,
Go on, I know what Australia looks like.
We got a pointy bit on the
top,
right hand side
I
of the
call
map.
Cat do that.
Yeah, you've got a pointy bit in the southeast,
No,
and you've got 2 pointy bits northeast and northwest.
okay. Northeast, this pointy bit is the bit that you want to look at, and he's down on the bottom of on the coastal side of the pointy bit at the
Right.
bottom. So
And I don't think you want to shit in someone else's trousers either.
So he's in the north of Australia rather than the south.
yeah,
Right.
he's in the northern part that actually gets the tropical lows and lot warmer temperatures, as we call it, Queensland, because
Yeah, well, it's nowhere
it's
near as
it-
far down as the Antarctic, is it?
no,
Yeah. It's
With,
up towards, is it?
Victoria, I believe, is the lowest, lowest mainland state, and then you've got Tasmania, which
Tasmania
is
below
below
that.
Victoria, which,
And then
which
New Zealand,
we
which
call-
goes even further down. Yeah.
Yeah, we call Tasmania New Zealand's third island. The times we wish we could send them back, Tasmania's got the really cold, cooler temperatures.
Which is
But-
really weird because it's got all the tar pits.
What was that?
I said it's weird because Tasmania's where all the tar pits are, aren't they?
But they're
Molten
known
tar
for-
lakes.
Yeah, they've got all the they're the Apple Isle. They also grow a lot of trees. They're not known for very much because of the fact that they
Other
don't
than
do much down there.
the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, well, they had the Tasmanian devil, but they have a tendency of having things go extinct down there.
Yeah.
But they're the most southern point of Australia.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm pretty sure that they have lakes of molten tar.
No. New Zealand would have that. New Zealand's got molten tar.
Mm.
But because they're a volcanic country, they've got a lot of volcanoes. They have the temperature range from what we'd have in Sydney.
Yeah, I mean-
So they're generally
The
The
hell?
fuck was that?
Oh, fuck!
I just did the Tasmanian devil.
Oh,
Felt like you were gagging on a dick.
which looks absolutely nothing like a Tasmanian devil. Yeah.
Because he's done it before.
Watch Pornhub.
what are we going to do with you two? But no, New Zealand's quite an interesting place. If they could only learn to talk proper good. We're still working on that. Yeah, They're our nearest next door neighbour that speaks English.
After
But,
the fact.
and then, of course,
Mm.
you see, if you go west of Melbourne, which Melbourne's right down the bottom of the eastern side, we're about
Fiji.
700 kilometres across. You enter into South Australia, and 700 k's will get you to Adelaide, and I'm another 200 k's further west of Adelaide. So you have to go over water to get to me.
It's PUBG at?
Behind you.
I got to go download. I thought I had it already downloaded. Let me go to Epic real quick. That's fine. Cool cat. I got to download it on my computer real quick. I thought I had it on here already. I know it's in my library.
So, Laura, you've actually getting good at faking that sunlight.
No, there's sun. Well, no, actually, it's not sunlight. Although it's cloudy out there.
Might have been on Steam.
Cloudy and cold, but at least it's not raining now.
Right.
14 degrees here, and my actual computer says it's raining.
Go to Steam.
Let's get up and actually have a look, shall we?
It was raining this morning, but it's not raining now.
Oh, well. Yeah, well, it's 14.7 as you can see on my screen. 23 degrees inside, obviously. And not a cloud in sight.
Mine says it's 11 degrees in Manchester.
39 gigs for that game. I'm downloading it now, so.
Yeah.
He says PUBG Mobile is on your iPad or iPhone or any mobile device.
Yeah, 11 degrees in Manchester.
I think it might be it could be cross-platform. Cool Cat. We're gonna have to test that out.
Cool Cat, what's the weather where you are? I know it's not raining because you put "no" at the end of it. It's not cross-platform.
Wonder how overcast and dry. What temperature about approximately?
Yeah, what's your temperature, Cool Cat?
Yeah.
Anyway, all those who are moaning about my software shortly, I think David's going live. So he'll be over on Zoom.
Oh no! There goes the internet.
It's raining. He's going to be driving, Trevor.
Oh no! The roads are unsafe again.
It's raining in my heart.
The sooner they fix Euro trucks to show truck damage, the sooner it'll be interesting.
Can you imagine how much damage that would show?
Yeah, I could just see Laura won't be able to hide the fact that she's scraped all the way down the side of her truck or something like that.
There's no roof on the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah. And well, when you look at it, that crash that David actually had last night, which had him BOGO sticking, the damage that, yeah, it would be interesting to see what's left of the truck afterwards.
Cool Cat, what temperature is that meant to be?
Now, I presume that's Salisbury in the UK or not?
Yeah, it is.
In Adelaide.
Yeah.
We have a Salisbury in Adelaide.
Salisbury just below Bristol.
You have a lot of our town places in Australia.
Yeah, I know.
So do America.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of what?
The same town names.
Oh yeah. Like the Springfield from Simpsons. There's like 30-something states that have a Springfield in it.
No, we were more along the lines of like you've got Boston.
Yeah, Boston. Oh, you're
Yeah.
talking about like similar to your guys, like the same
Yeah.
name as your guys.
We've got a Boston in Lincolnshire.
Yeah,
There's a
we've got
London,
Boston Island just off the coast from me.
and I think there's is it either London or is it
Well, there's
London,
a London-
California? I
There's
think
London. There's a London near. Well, Hodges lives in London, doesn't he?
I think there's a London in California or Texas, or it might be both.
There's a Paris in Texas as well, I think.
That might be what I'm thinking of, Paris. And
Hi, Tim.
I think there's a London, California, if I remember correctly. I can't remember.
Let's send Tim a link and see if he can get on.
Yeah. Well, Paul Hodges lives next to London Airport, doesn't he? Which is where Gitchy flies out of.
Yeah,
Because she flies from London to London.
I think London's like about a 40-minute drive or so for Hodges, roughly. I think it's about like a 30-40-minute drive for him to get there.
Mm.
Cool Cat, you're still confusing me with the temperature.
What's he put?
It's 14 to 8. You've got the same temperature as us, Cool Cat.
Which interesting. My 14 that I've actually got is an overnight temperature. I believe we're skyrocketing to a whole 24 degrees today.
We're 11 degrees now, and it's just going dusk,
Yeah.
and it'll drop down to. Oh God, what's it going to drop down to tonight?
Let's have a look, actually. Where's the weather at? Oh.
See, our days have been like warm during the day, but freezing ass at night for the last few days.
Coldest temperature tonight's going to be 7 degrees at 5 a.m.
We're only dropping down to 10.
It's going to be 11 degrees tomorrow and 8 degrees on Saturday.
Oh, 11 degrees and raining tomorrow. Oh.
Yep. And raining on Saturday and Sunday and Monday
no, but-
and Tuesday. In
Oh,
fact,
wait,
Monday's got lightning strikes on it.
Oh, I bet not rain on Monday. I'm in London.
Tuesday's supposed to be all right. And Wednesday's got a lightning strike on it.
Lightning.
Mm.
You've got to have a build-up of heat in the atmosphere for lightning. At
Well,
the rate you guys have been going with cold temperatures,
11 degrees is
where are
warm.
you getting your heat? Your heat to generate these lightning storms.
11 degrees is warm for the UK.
It's -1 for night train.
Oh, it's cold there then.
What, -1 Fahrenheit or -1 centigrade?
-1 centigrade.
Oh, okay. I was to say, if he's -1 Fahrenheit, that's pretty fucking cold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He put C on the end, so I'm guessing that's what he meant.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, that means it's about 30 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's right below freezing. It's 32 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing. Consider freezing.
Well, you see, we did temperature the sensible way.
Yeah.
0 degrees centigrade, water freezes. 100 degrees centigrade, water it boils. So much simpler doing it that way.
But you got to remember the US. They've been on Fahrenheit for so many years, and they can't. They found it impossible to reteach people in the US how to think in other values. So they don't worry about it, or it costs them too much to actually go and change all their books. That they could teach it in the schools.
God help them if they tried to use 0 degrees absolute then.
Yeah, I know. But yeah,
Minus
that's one of the things.
274 degrees centigrade or something.
Like right now, it'd be 23.8 degrees Celsius here.
That's probably hotter than we're going to get all summer.
That's not even our hottest. We get up to we'd get up into the probably 30s on the Celsius, because we usually get up to our usual hot temperatures usually is between 95 and 98 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Well, every time I've flown into the Middle East, we've landed at night and it's been like 45 degrees centigrade at night over there.
But yeah, usually we don't top 100, but we're always right on the cusp of hitting 100 degrees. Usually a few degrees shy.
Yeah, well, we have the this summer just gone. We had 4 or 5 days where we were getting what would be over your ton.
Donald said.
But yeah, the nighttime temperatures actually didn't come down below 27, 28 degrees. So,
Mark, did you see what Donald said?
I think he's walked away a minute.
Yeah. Well, there are some professions over here where you'll learn the metric system, because mechanics, they use both over here. They use standard and metric. So a lot of mechanics know the metric system really well.
Yeah. No, I had it explained to me that it would cost too much to teach to go and buy all the have all the books converted and stuff like that. The US school system wouldn't be able to afford to actually make the change.
Well, it's not even just that. There would be a transition period that would be kind of difficult for people. It'd be probably a 3 to 5 year transition period of trying to get everybody to start talking in metric.
Well, it's something you've got to. You've only got to wait for a generation to drop off. If you've been brought up on a measure, then subsequently, it becomes a lot easier for school kids to get converted across, because they're just learning it. So after all the oldies drop off, feet and inches should disappear.
It's just you think they would have standardized what side of the road people drove on around the world.
Yeah,
you think stuff like that would have been standardized across the board, but it's not.
Yeah. Especially knowing the fact that you'd think the car industry would have well and truly jumped up and down years ago about
pushing it.
They've now got to go ahead and build 2 versions of the car.
Yeah, 2 different designs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You think, you would think that they would have pushed for that a long time ago and got all the countries on one, at least all the Western countries. You think they would have got them all on one, let's all drive on this side instead of some countries drive this side, some others don't. Because even in Europe, they're complete opposite from one country to another.
Yeah. Well, the UK are on our side. They're kind of, like us. We're like the UK. New Zealand is the same. China's the same. Japan's the same. So we've got a fairly big chunk that are actually lefties, as to put it.
In India, it's
in-
just whatever fucking side of the road you want to be on.
Yeah, well,
you ever seen their fucking roads? Oh my god, dude!
in India, it's whatever you can get away with.
Fucking roundabouts, dude. People are just going opposite of each other, in between each other. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I'd be afraid to drive on their roads. I'm telling you.
yeah, going. There's a lot of countries like that are really things like the road rules. We accept their licenses here in Australia, but I'm still sure that most of them actually come out of cornflake packets or breakfast cereal packets, because they just don't know how to drive. We've got a guy in this town that's actually been fined so many times for driving on the right-hand side of the road. He's been stopped by the police so many times for driving on the right-hand side of the road.
Jesus Christ! Like, how hard is it to figure out to go on the other side? Like,
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
But, look, it's a case that if you're driving on the wrong side of the road, wouldn't it be a case that if everyone else is looking like they're going to crash into you, that you might be wrong? But this guy just.
Well, it's obviously not quite as easy as you think. I mean, the Americans have been driving on the wrong side of the road for years.
Yeah, I know. But just think, if they were to change the side of the road you drive on, how many cars would have to be changed over?
Well, it's
Either
not
changed
that,
over.
it's the
or
amount of
transition
road
period.
markings and road signs that would have to be moved and turned around.
Yeah.
Well, my biggest concern, if you were to take a country like the size of the U.S. and say, all right, we're going to drive on the other side of the road, how fucking off that would throw people at first. Because, like, they're so used to being, you know what I'm saying? You get people that just would be so used to it. They might be driving down the road not thinking about it, and boom, head on with somebody, you know? Just because they're so used to being, that would be my concern. I'd be scared to be on the road the first couple of years.
Yeah, because people will always go back to the way they were originally trained with something, and they'll do it without thinking. It's like in the case of an emergency, a person who's
Shut up.
uses English as a second language will always break into their original language when they get excited and trying to explain something.
Yeah, always gets me when they start talking in their own language, but every so often throw an English word in it.
Yeah, they get
A lot of
so
Spanish people
revved
do
up.
that over here.
But yeah, it's one of those things. It's what they were first taught. So you're going to have to get rid of a whole generation of people
What's up, Roland?
to go ahead and change the side of the road.
Hey, Roland, I sent you a link if you'd like to pop on. So I don't know if and then David hasn't shouted through yet.
I mean, I got quite used to driving on both sides of the road anyway, because I used to drive when I went on holidays to Europe. So,
yeah.
Well, this is a thing, Mark, right? Is you'd get people like Murray that'd be like, I've been driving on the same side of the road all my life. This is bullshit. And then he would be right. He'd be on the wrong side of the road the whole time. Get out of my fucking way.
yeah.
Those are the people that scare the shit out of me. It'd be the old guys that did, I'm not changing.
Mm.
Murray would be one of those people. I'm not changing. He'd be driving on the wrong side of the road on purpose.
Fucking hate these things.
I
But,
can see you doing
yeah.
the same, Justin.
God. You ever want to give up smoking? Start buying cigarettes back in the old paper packets. They don't want to come out.
Oh, you're talking about the soft packs?
Yeah.
Oh, God, dude. I remember you'd have to sit there and tap on the top to try to get one to come out.
Uh-huh.
Once you get the first one out, then they're usually pretty easy.
Yeah,
But
pretty easy.
just trying to get that first one out is a
Oh,
pain in the ass.
Just about got enough fingernails to grab hold of the top of one of them.
Exactly. That'd be Murray driving, fucking swinging his cane out the window. You're on the right side, you prick.
I mean, the only reason I got these is because, like, the ones I usually smoke, Benson's Blue, are now £15 a packet. And these Richmond soft packs are only £11 a packet.
I never understood why, because over here we have soft and hard packs, and I don't understand why they even do two different ones. Like, what's the point? Like hard, and the other problem you have with soft packs is if you don't get one of those hard cases that they slide into, when you put them in your pockets and shit, dude, they easily get crushed. Like I've seen people.
The easiest way to do it is to buy a packet in a soft packet, but keep your old
Hard pack.
hard packet and just transfer them all into it.
Well, over here they sell like little cases you can buy, and the lid will open, and you can put the whole pack in there.
Oh yeah,
And then it shuts
I've
up.
got one of them upstairs, but it makes it so much bulkier.
Yeah, I don't understand what the point of having two different packs is. Like, just make them all boxes.
I mean, I've got a little stainless steel cigarette case, which holds about 15 cigarettes in it, but it's flat, so it takes up. You put it in your pocket and it's flat.
Now, do you have American cigarettes over there, or just
Yeah,
like
we've
you have
got
Marlboros and
we've got
Winstons and all that?
Marlboro and Chesterfield.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Virginia Slims?
Wilson.
Mark, have you ever heard of a Virginia Slim?
Virginia Slim.
Yeah.
Can't.
There's 20 of them, and they come in this little tiny square case. I shit you not. And the cigarettes are like this thin, and they're fucking long as shit like this.
Yeah, we've got them. They call more over here.
I mean, they almost look like the inside of a fucking pen.
They got brown paper as well instead of.
Yeah, they look like the inside of a pin. Like, that's how skinny they are.
Yeah, we've got Moors, which are similar.
And they come 20 in a pack, and the pack is super tiny. Like, it's just a little square box.
I mean, John Player started bringing out one that had 25 in.
Our standard pack of cigarettes always has 20.
Yeah. Well, we used to do 10s and 5s as well back in the day. But now they only sell them in 20s.
Yeah, the reason why they're not doing the small size is because they were too much of an appeal to kids.
Well, yeah, I used to buy 5-part drive and a book of matches for about two old pence in 1971.
Did you guys have the candy cigarettes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Still have.
You can still find them every once in a while.
They actually went ahead and banned those in Australia because it may cause people to think, or kids to actually think of smoking.
I think the only thing they did over here was take the red end off it so that it looked lit.
I don't know if
they
they
don't have
still.
the red end on them anymore.
I don't know if they still sell them over here, but I think you can still find them around. But they just the last time I saw them, they were just all white. They didn't look like they had a bud or they didn't look like they were lit. They were just all white. It looked like a white stick.
Yeah, no, they never looked like they had a butt on it, but they always had a red end as though it was lit.
But yeah, I don't know.
Anything that can make people want to smoke or have, in other words, any way that promoting our smoking has been somewhat banned.
Oh yeah, no advertising.
It's what
on
it's what
TV,
happens
no,
when
no advertising.
you actually get
books
more than
anymore.
see this is what happens when you get more than 50% of the people quit smoking. Then then all of a sudden they've got the big say, and everyone else is
demonized for it.
Yeah, demonized because they're still smoking. You can't smoke. All because they gave up. And yes,
Trevor said they gave up. Quitters.
yeah, they're the quitters, and then subsequently they don't like the people that are still smoking. And
Right.
that's what I saw is the more and more people that actually gave up smoking, the more the rules became really ridiculous. And when I mean ridiculous, they've just gone ahead and put in another
Fucking regular.
another big truckload of rules in regard to places where you can't smoke, which includes things like major events.
Any public gatherings, yeah.
Yeah, they've literally gone ahead and made it 10 times worse here than what it was before. Now it's 10 meters away from any door, and that's not on residential. It's they've become real pain in the butts, as to put it. But
Yeah, this is what a Virginia Slim looks like. And it's really super skinny. Like it almost feels like you're not holding anything. And that box is like a quarter size of a normal cigarette box. Like it's super tiny. It's like 25% of a normal cigarette box. But they fit like 20 of them in there. That's how small they are, how skinny they are.
Yeah. Well, have a look on the internet for Moores, More.
I think I've heard of those before. Let me see.
He thinks he's not too sure.
Those sound familiar.
I mean, we also had cigarillos, which
we have those.
A packet of 20 cigarettes styled, but with cigar tobacco.
Yeah, those look exactly the same. The box looks a little bit bigger, but yeah, those exactly the same. Yeah, really slender and really long. Yep. Yeah, I've seen Moores before. I recognize that.
But I don't think they do many more over here.
I think that might be a Marlboro brand. Because Marlboro is actually Philip Morris, and they actually own a lot of the cigarette brands.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Marlboro were always red and white, weren't they?
Their standard cigarette, yeah, but they own they own a lot of the other brands that
Do
they
your
sell.
cigarettes still all come in different coloured packets?
Yeah.
In the UK?
Every style, every type of cigarette has its own like style on the box.
Yeah, it used to be that over here, but now every single packet is dark blue.
Exactly the same. Yes, I have to admit they're an absolute pain.
Well, this is why when we were talking about this a few weeks ago, this is why I don't understand why they're so hard on fucking cigarettes, but alcohol, like over here, alcohol brands can still advertise. They can sponsor shit. They can be all over TV and the internet, but yet cigarette companies, they're not allowed to advertise. They can't sponsor stadiums and shit anymore.
Formula One missed out a lot with that when they stopped doing Marlboro and JPS.
Well, it's like over here. You remember NASCAR had the Winston Cup. It
Yeah,
was sponsored by Winston cigarettes, and now they don't do that anymore. Like
Yeah,
as I said,
we
I
get
don't get it.
Winston's over here as well. Yeah,
I don't get it. I just don't understand why they get demonized so bad, but alcohol causes way more. In my opinion, alcohol causes more problems than cigarettes do, because it causes domestic violence issues, car crashes. It causes people to kill themselves, just like a cigarette would kill you from overusing it.
yeah.
But yet they have no cares about alcohol being advertised or anything. I just don't get it. It's a double
I don't know
standard to
whether
me.
it's still the same over there, but all the American cigarettes used to taste different to the English cigarettes because the tobacco was always roasted, so it gave it a different flavour.
The Burger said over here, those are called bitch sticks in Canada. the Virginia Slims. Yeah, usually you would see women smoking those, but there was a guy when I worked at Walmart who used to come in and he would buy up a carton of them every time. And he smoked them.
I
Usually,
went through a phase of smoking them at one time as well, just because they were different.
Justin's conception.
But I mean, now our king size are the same size as what used to be a normal cigarette. And what used to be our king size is now a super king's.
Yep.
But I think alcohol is more detrimental than cigarettes are. Like, as far as what it causes, there's a lot of families that have been broken up because one of the parents was an alcoholic. I mean, like I said, DUI crashes, people driving drunk on the road.
Yeah.
So many different issues. Cigarettes' main problem is they just cause fucking medical issues.
Drunk driving isn't punished in America the same way as it is over here.
I don't think they're
I mean-
hard enough on it over here, to be honest with you.
I don't think so either. Over here, if you get caught drunk driving, apart from the points on your license, you get banned for 5 years from driving.
Like over here, when that drunk driver hit me out, I went to the court hearing for it. He lost his license for 2 years. He had to go to Alcoholics Anonymous for like 6 months.
Uh-huh.
He had to pay like by the time he paid for my car, because he didn't have insurance on his car, so my insurance company paid for my car and then went after him for the money. So by the time he paid all the court fines and everything, he probably paid about $20,000 in court fines and all that.
Yeah, if you're caught drunk driving, it negates your insurance even if you've got it.
But this is the thing, though, is like people. I've seen where people have been pulled over 2 or 3 times for DUI to a point where they have to have a breathalyzer built into the fucking car. And then there's a camera in the car that watches them do it so they can start their fucking car. I'm like, if you get to that point, I'm sorry, your license should just be taken away for at least 10 or 15 years to make a point, if not permanently.
I've got one of those little electronic breathalyzers here. I've never had to use it.
Dude, I think that's so stupid, dude. Like, after you're, I would say I'll give people a second chance on the first one, but when you start getting a second and third DUI, you should just be done at that point. I'm sorry, you should lose your license for at least 10 years, if not permanently. Like, because people just don't fucking learn, dude.
When you get your license back and you try and get another car because you've got a DUI, the insurance on it is ridiculous.
Yeah. But I think it shouldn't even get to that point. Like, I believe in giving people a second chance on their first one, obviously, Everybody makes mistakes in life. But when you start getting a second and third one, then that's when I have a fucking big ass problem with it. Like, and there's people that are still driving that have 2-3 DUIs on their record. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
You just wouldn't be driving over here. In fact, if you go so far over the limit, you can get a jail sentence out of it as well.
Yeah, Tim, over here you have to pay for it to have it put into. And they, like I said, now they're attaching cameras to the vehicle, and it actually watches the person blow into it. That way they can't use the air compressor or something like that. Because when at my dad's garages back in the day, when we would get somebody's car in that had one of those, we would take the air compressor and we would lightly blow into it. And then we were able to start the car up. And then that's how we would get around it, just because they were working on the car and we needed to move it or test drive it or something like that. We would put the air compressor in it and just lightly hit it for a few seconds, and then it would turn the car on. But now they actually watch you with a camera. So if you're the person that's supposed to be using it and they catch you on the camera doing anything to it or messing with it, yeah, you're going to get yourself in trouble.
I don't think we've got any of them over here.
I just think when it gets to that point, you shouldn't be able to do it.
Won't start unless you blow in a breathalyzer first.
No, I don't think we do.
Well, it shouldn't. To me, like I said, it shouldn't get to that point anyway where you're having to do that. Like I said, I believe in giving people a second chance on the first one, but you do it again, and then the bullshit you do go through just for getting one should be your lesson to not do it again. Because it's still pretty stiff on your first offense. Like I said, a lot of states you can lose your license for a couple of years, and you'll pay between $10,000 to $20,000 in fines and restitution and all that. So that should be a wake up call for anybody to not do it again.
That's only if you've hit somebody, though, isn't it? If you just get pulled over,
your average court costs for a DUI over here, just for the court costs, is around $10,000 to $15,000.
All right.
See, his was like around 20 something because the insurance paid me like $6,000 for my car.
Yeah.
And so on top of that, he also got sued. He had to pay like $12,000 and some change to the court. And then my insurance company turned around and sued him for the money. Now, whether they ever got the money from him, I don't know. So.
Someone's got a really noisy background.
No, they just brought wind.
No, it's definitely not mine because it's super quiet in my house right now.
Definitely not mine.
Sounds like a car. Sounds like
sat out in the back garden at the moment.
Yeah, it sounded like a car driving by.
Yeah, there was a car just went past. Yeah.
The town's dead quiet at the moment, so I can guarantee it's not me. With cars driving, I don't think there's a car on the road at the moment.
No, I just came out for a cigarette.
Rigger said, when was the last time you heard of some pothead stirring up violence or crime? It's more likely they'll stir up some pudding. That's because they'll forget what the fuck they were going to do. Like, let's go rob that store. And then they get in the store and they're like, what the hell do we come in here for? Chips. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
They get a bag of chips and go home, and then they done forgot what the hell they were going to go do. Yeah, that guy, I was lucky I didn't get injured because I was in a little Toyota Camry. He was in this big ass lifted truck where like he had his tires were 3 or 4 foot tall, big ass fucking tires on this truck.
Yeah.
And he hit the back of me doing about 40, 50 miles an hour, crunched in the whole ass end of my car. And you know what it did to his truck?
Nothing.
It knocked the fucking front wheel out of the ball joint. That was it. And then this dumbass turns around, gets in his truck, and drags the front wheel 2.5 miles down to his house and left a skid mark all the way from the crash down to his house. Completely flattened the tire on his truck. Like there was a big flat bald spot on his tire. And the cops followed it all the way back to the dude's house.
Yeah.
The skid mark. And he was about 2 miles down the road from where he hit me. And you could hear him dragging it the whole way after he left the crash scene. You could hear as it slowly faded out as he was going down the road. But he didn't have insurance and he didn't have a license, and the truck was up for repossession too. And so that's why my insurance paid for my car, because he didn't have insurance. It was no fault or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but even like say Mark wasn't drunk and he was driving down the road and hit me but didn't have insurance, that automatically turns my basic insurance into full coverage. And my car wasn't new my car wasn't a lease or anything. It was paid off, so I only had basic insurance on my car.
We can't do that anymore. It's full cover or nothing nowadays.
All over here, if your car's paid off, you can have liability only, and that only covers if you hit somebody. It covers their shit, but it doesn't cover your car.
We used to call it third-party insurance, where it doesn't cover your car, just whoever you hit.
Right, but now, and then if you have a new car that's on a lease that you're paying for, you have to have full coverage. Like it's part of your lease agreement when you buy the car, or the loan agreement. If you're taking a loan out to buy the car, you have to get full coverage.
Yeah, no, you've got to have what they call fully comprehensive, and then you can add like legal cover to it. Well, they give you a certain amount of legal cover, but you can upgrade it so that they pay all your legal expenses and supply you with a lawyer if anything happens, and breakdown cover and personal accident, things like that. They're all add-ons.
Yeah, it's not a misdemeanor over here, Brigger. Is he saying it's a misdemeanor in Canada? Here it's a felony, but they have different classes of felony. They got like first, second, and third class felony. I think it's the lowest of the felonies. I'm not entirely sure.
So how much does it cost you a year?
For car, what, for insurance?
Yeah.
Well, full coverage you'd pay for me and Sarah, depending on what company I was with, it could range from 120 up to 200 a month.
Yeah, mine's £80 a month, so it's pretty similar price, really.
And then obviously the better driving record you have and all that, it will go down over
as you
time.
get no claims discount. Occasionally the no claims discount goes up more than the price, so that you end up paying a little bit less, but more often than not they just rise the prices so that you end up paying the same.
Now, if me and Sarah were liability, if we just had liability, we'd probably pay $70-$80 a month for both of us. For the two of us. Yeah, it's and if you're 25 or under, that's when you pay a lot in insurance.
Oh yeah, same here. It goes down when you get to 25.
Yeah. I guess that's when they consider you a responsible driver. I don't know.
But it's daft, really, because somebody might not pass the driving test till they're 30.
Right.
So they then still get the fact that they're over 25.
Well, that's
what's had no experience.
Well, that's what's funny over here, right? Is over here, if you're under 18, you have to go to driving school. You have to take some kind of driver's course before you go in and get your permit. Then you get your permit, then you get your license. But if you're like, say you're 30 and all of a sudden you decide to go get your license, you can just walk in and take the test and get your license. You don't have to take any course. You don't have to get a permit first, nothing.
You can get a provisional driving license when you're 16, but you're only allowed to ride mopeds up to 50cc on that.
Oh, that was
Um,
you, Tim. Sorry, I thought that was Rigger that said that.
And you can't start driving cars until you're 17. And again, you get a provisional license to learn with, and then a full license once you pass your test.
Over here, I think you can start driving at 15 or 16. I think it might be 16. But you have to take a driver's test, and then when you get your permit, which would be like your provisional license, like you can't drive when you first start driving. You have to be in the car with another licensed driver.
Yeah, can't drive at night.
You can't drive at night, and you can't drive with anybody underage in the car, unless you or you can if there's a licensed driver. But then you go on to like then I think after a while you get it kind of moves up to where you can drive by yourself, but then you can't have any underage kids in the car, anything like that. And you can drive without a licensed driver. I think I think it's two different tiers, if I remember correctly.
Well, until you've passed your test here, you cannot drive on your own. You have to have a licensed driver in with you.
Cool Cat, you throw the other two Ram sticks in real quick.
I'm also going to be ending in about 2 minutes because David's going live.
Right.
But he'll be on Zoom, so it'll be easier for everybody to get on.
Had no problems since it.
I didn't have any problems getting in at all, even on my phone.
Had a load of problems in the first like half an hour, but it's been all right since then.
I don't know. Yeah, and technically Mark was the only one that had issues, I think, coming in.
Yeah.
Everybody else was able to come in on their phones and stuff, no problem.
Yeah, but even when I got in, I was losing audio from people, and my microphone wasn't working at times.
That's why I'm thinking it was just something with you that it was glitching with, because like nobody else had those problems. So I don't know, maybe if it was your phone was doing something weird. Maybe it just wasn't vibing with your phone. I don't know. Like if there was multiple people having that issues, I would definitely say it was the software.
Well, the only thing I had open other than this was YouTube.
What's up, Cool Cat? Remember, you got to pick your mic in the settings. Go down to where it says mute and click the little arrow and choose your mic. And you may have to choose your mic in your settings on your computer as well.
No, Tim, you didn't miss anything.
No, not really. Just a basic live stream, nothing crazy happened. Well, shit over here, if you're living on a farm, you can drive on a farm without any license because technically it's private property. So
yeah, you can do that here.
The cops can't do nothing about that. If as long as you don't leave and get on the road and go into public land, you're fine. You can stay on private property and drive all day long.
Yeah,
I was driving tractors and shit when I was like 9-10 years old at my uncle's houses and shit. Like I didn't have they couldn't say anything. Just like you can drive a tractor on a freeway here if it's the only way you can get that tractor from point A to point B. If you have to take that particular road to get to where you're going, you can drive it on there.
You can only drive it on a road here if it's registered. So if it's actually got a number plate.
No, they don't have to. Farm equipment here doesn't have to be registered. Well, at least some states might, but I don't know.
You're probably driving it with red diesel, which you can't use on our roads either.
Yeah, same here. It's the diesel that's only for farm equipment.
Yeah.
If they catch you with that red dye in your diesel in your work truck, or like if your personal vehicle, Now, if it's a farm truck, you can use it. But if you try to like put it in just your regular pickup truck that you go to the store with and stuff, yeah, you'll get in trouble. Now, whether anybody actually enforces that or checks that, I don't
Oh,
know.
they do here, yeah.
I don't know
The
about over here.
Customs and excise on the motorways quite regularly on a weigh bridge, testing the diesel and the weights.
Okay, go to your computer settings and your audio settings, Cool Cat, and change it there. Here, let me put this over here. I'll show you. Just in case you don't. I'm sure you probably know, but I'll just show you anyway. So, where am I at here? So if we go here, go to your settings, go to your sounds, and then go down to your microphones and choose your microphone that you're using. Which I don't know why mine's not set on it. That might be the issue you're having.
Cool Cat. David will be going live in a minute. That's what time it is. Oh, actually, he's late, so I'm actually going to end. I've sent everybody on the panel, apart from Trevor, which I'll do in a second, his Zoom link. So go and join his Zoom.
Oh, he's sent it out already?
I've forwarded the Zoom on because I'm already sat in there.
Oh, okay. I got it.
But Cool Cat, David will be on Zoom, so it'll be much easier. But on that note, I'm going to end, and I'll catch you all on Sunday.
I'm actually on 2 live streams right now.
So am I. Alex, it's...
Shut up, David.
Oh, Justin, can you quickly go and find his live actual thing and put the link in the chat?
Yeah, I got it. All right. I'll see you guys over there.
Yep.
Yep. I drive there.
I'll say put it in my chat so everybody can go straight over.
Okay, give me a second. I got to go to YouTube.
As long as David's got the link in his chat, it'll be easier for me to do it that way.
He normally does pin it to the top.
Yeah.
All right. I'll end
Right,
in a
see you over
second.
there.
See you over there. God, let's load that one.
And I'll catch you later.
Yeah, I'll send you a link in a minute, Trevor.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
All right.
And that one.
So if everybody heads over to the link Justin's just put in the chat, I will catch you all on probably on Sunday now. Bye all.